Welcome to Emotional Rollercoaster, May Energy 2021. My name is Lunar. I do tarot/energy readings. If you are interested in booking a reading, go down in that description box, look for schedule an appointment, click on that website, and see what I have to offer. Do know I have a Patreon page. If you want to become a member, go down in that description box. Look for Patreon, click on that website, and see the different tiers that I have. Let me show you the oracle cards that came through. We have White Pelican, ease, optimism, grace, cooperation. Orange belly parrot, radiance, expression, communication, acceleration. Fire, creation, destruction, beginning, expression. Timberwolf, instinct, guidance, belonging, order. Kunyan, compassion. Gia, creation. Kali, fear. Hera, commitment. Athena, strategy. Valkyries, redemption. Sirens, temptation. Bridget, healing. Rhiannon, self-trust. Oya, for power. Vesta, home. Istra, new beginnings. Ixchil, release. Sekhmet, reduction. Freya, irresistibility. Bass, for play. Let me read to you what I wrote down. Things are going to be up and down. You feel like you are on top of the mountain, and then you plummet. You may know why, and maybe you don't. Just ride it out. It will pass come June. I decided to switch up the tarot deck for this month. I decided to use my wonderful animal tarot deck. But now, let's get started with the deep dive in tarot because I'm interested to see the tarot cards that come through. So I'll be right back with that. Welcome to the Deep Dive in Tarot for May Energy 2021. I'll give you some time with the oracle cards. You can pause the video here to look at the oracle cards a little bit longer. Let's move the oracle cards off to the side now. Before we get started, let's center ourselves, either with breathing techniques or connecting our energy to Mother Earth. If you decide to do breathing techniques, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and continue to do that until you feel calm or centered within yourself. Now, if that doesn't work for you, try connecting your energy to Mother Earth. And how you would do that, you plant your feet flat on the ground, straighten your back, relax your shoulders. Imagine your energy or roots going deep into Mother Earth, dragging her energy up through your body and out through the top of your head. And whatever energy you take from Mother Earth, always give back, equal exchange. Continue to do this until you feel calm or centered within yourself. And when you do, just open your eyes and we'll officially get started. What cards need to come through for May 2021? Shadow God, a liberation. Scorpion, 5 of branches. Jaguar, 8 of branches. Yes. Lizard, 7 of branches. Dolphins, 2 of shell. Salmon, 9 of shells. Crow, 9 of feathers. Hippo, 10 of shells. Otter, 3 of shells. Monkey, 2 of branches. Leopard, nurturer of branches. From the bottom of the deck, horse, spirit of freedom. Cow, earth mother. Loon, 4 of feathers. Rabbit, moon dreamer. Moth, omen of death. Scarab beetle, 10 of branches. Coyote, the trickster. Ram, earth father. Deer, 7 of fossils. Raven, messenger of magic. Honeybee, heart awakener. Ibis, nurturer of feathers. Fox, seer of branches. Bear, guardian of fossils. Pelican, 6 of feathers. Yeah, y'all might as well strap in for the ride of your life. And I know this is going to really happen during Taurus season. Taurus season is a very nurturing sign, but the way these planets are set up right now is very emotional, very unstable, and the one wrong move can cause an avalanche of other things to happen. So you don't want that avalanche to happen to you. Try to stay in your lane. Try to stay in your space. Try to stay where it works for you. Now I know sometimes you want to venture out and try something different, and sometimes that do help, and usually that can work out with no problem. But sometimes taking a risk on certain things can lead to backlash, or things in other parts of your life to start crumbling around you. But I do like we have 2 twos in here. Connections are important. Nurturing those that are important around you is key. Staying in the loop with them. Those are the most treasured one of them all. Maybe even seeing your own undoing of things. Implementing new habits. Pushing yourself beyond where you are at. Even though it's hard to try to break the cycle of things, you don't want to give up until it happens. Because you know when you break out of a habit, a new one forms. And when that new habit forms, you start seeing your life change around you. So if you can make one shift in your life, everything else can go right for you. And sometimes if you make the wrong shift, things can go wrong for you. Or if you just don't make nothing at all and just let things play out naturally, sometimes it can play out to your favor or not to your favor. So it's trying to be distinguished about what's for you and what's not for you at the same time. But at the same time, be blessed that you have a lot of things coming in for you and for the group of people around you. Even realizing your own weaknesses and strengths. Realizing Sometimes the family you are with is not always what you ask for, but that's what's needed to help shape you into who you are. Because I watched this anime called Fruit Baskets. Let me tell you, the Soma family is the most dysfunctional family I have ever freaking seen. This is all I'm gonna say. It's dealing with the Chinese zodiacs, and they got a curse. The bond that they have with their god is what's causing them to stay with him forever. But it's the god that was causing the most trauma to them. And they realize this and they want to change. All I'm gonna say, watch the show. Keep some tissue by you. You may cry at a few things, but it's the most realist. And it hits home because you think, it's really families out there that are like that. They will manipulate you and abuse you till you realize you gotta stand up for yourself and get out of that. You gotta run for the hills. But you gotta wake up to that on your own. You gotta see that's not for you. And I especially love this card. Oh my gosh. It's like the crow is protecting her, or she's sleeping in the comforts of the feathers of the crow, giving her that peace of mind. Like, I will watch over you while you sleeping. Nobody's going to get to you. But at the same time, it does look like she's scared. She's afraid of going to sleep because the traumas and the nightmares will come to her in her dream. And sometimes you got to face your nightmares and your fears before you can move forward. You can't have darkness without the light, and you can't have light without darkness. Everything is all about balance. So you got to find your own balance within your darkness. How much darkness are you willing to take in before you say enough is enough? But what can I say? This is an emotional roller coaster. You're going to get hit left and right. Things will work out into your favor. Some things won't. But you got to realize that. Let's pull out the cards from the bottom of the deck. Set yourself free. Don't get caught up in the same old things. It's okay to flitter away from. When you find courage to stand on your own, that's the most strongest thing you can have. Listen to the messages. Pay attention to the signs. Nurture yourself. Even ground yourself. Because this will be a lot to try to process through. And sometimes you will get caught up in your emotions that you can turn away from a lot of things around you. So whatever you're going through emotionally, try to be aware of your body and things going on outside of you as best you can. But if you can't, just stay in one area to yourself until you can get back on your feet. And don't rush it. Rest yourself. Because when you try to rush back into something, you can cause yourself to break down even more. You will lose your own footing even. But of course, some people will be stubborn about it and keep pushing themselves until they get to that breaking point. So if you decide to keep pushing yourself, you're going to break down whether you like it or not. Because no person is invincible. Everybody got a breaking point. Everybody got a burnout point. It's a matter of you knowing yours, and if you don't, you will learn it. Because everybody gets to the top of something, you got to stay there and coast, or you plummet. So you got to decide how you're going to go with that. But at the same time, you can't worry about when you get to the peak of something. Live in the moment and just enjoy the uphill travel. Get thrilled about it. That's all roller coasters are. It's just a thrill ride. You're just waiting for that right moment to scream your head off. But at the same time, May is very lively too if you make it work in your favor. Things going on astrologically, like Mercury retrograde. You have Pluto retrograde. You're going to have Saturn retrograde. You have Jupiter going into Pisces. Jupiter in Pisces is going to be a very eye-opening experience. And I think that's for all the zodiac signs. It's going to really be a wake-up call, most of all. And that could what this pertains to as well. This can be more of a wake-up call to a lot of y'all. Meaning, opening your eyes to what's really in front of you. Because not everything what's going on within you reflected out into the world. So sometimes paying attention to things going on around you and finally realizing you stuck in a loop that's really not for you anymore. It's like we trick ourselves into thinking this is exactly what we need, when really what you need and what you want are two different things. So you got to ask yourself, what do you really want so you can be free of this burden and feel like you have everything coming into you at the time you need it to. What is my passion? What is my drive? What excites me? What moves me? What gives me that overwhelming sense of satisfaction? What is it am I meant to leave on this earth? What is my one mark that I can leave behind? What is one thing I want everybody to remember me for? Maybe the image I want everybody to know me for. And maybe not even that. I just want people to know I was here. I just want people to know my name and know that was me. And you can have as much dysfunctional, trauma, saddest story out there. But I can show people I survived it. I got out of it. And all I did was take one step forward at a time. It took me a while to tell my story, but once I did, that's all she wrote. Because I create my story. Nobody else can. This is what I'm leaving. And that's something else Fruit Basket deals with. Them realizing they can change their own future. They don't have to worry about it right then and there. All you can be is present in that moment. Watch Fruit Basket 2019. 2 seasons. It's worth it. Keep tissue by you. The dream that you want is within your reach. The future that you truly want to create is within your reach. But most of all, what you're trying to become or who you're trying to become is slowly emerging. Just keep going, one step at a time. Use this energy to craft that, to lay the groundwork. Maybe even reflect back on some things. This is your Deep Dive in Tarot for May. If you like what I have to say, leave a thumbs up. Leave a lovely comment down in the comment section. Share this. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you haven't, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on that notification bell so you can get the latest updates on when the newest videos drop. And if you haven't, follow me on all my social medias at Phaseoflunar. Follow me, I follow you. Simple as that. If you want to book a reading with me, go down in my description box, look for schedule an appointment, click on that website, and see what I have to offer. And if you want to be a member of Patreon, go down in the description box, look for Patreon, click on that website, and see the different tiers that I have. Plus, happy birthday to all Taurus and Geminis for May. I love y'all. Plus, it's my birthday month. If you want to drop me something, Cash App at Phaseoflunar. I appreciate it. But most of all, I would love to have more members on Patreon. Definitely sign up. So as always, I love y'all guys, and I will definitely check you out in the next set of videos. Bye!